Can you share more about these tools and the specific problems they solve for businesses?
Yes, I would be happy to. Um, so I view the problems in businesses pertaining to kind of three main buckets:
Mhm.
people, process, and performance. And within each of those, there are what I call rebar, things that contain people in a way that they will be well and healthy and contribute to the business in planned for ways. So for like an example of the people bucket are
Mhm.
things like employment handbooks.
Mhm.
Such a basic thing, but most businesses don't have them. And the reason why that is so important is it manages expectations of your people that you spend money on to work for you.
Yes.
And so it makes sense for an employer to invest in that because they want the people they hire to stay.
Yes.
But it is one of the primary reasons that people leave so quickly. Stats are there. Deloitte has Gallup bunch of studies on why people leave. Mismanaged expectations.
Mhm.
They don't know, the business can't even tell them when they should get holiday, when they should get vacation pay, and how that's managed. So one framework I've built, one tool is a template employee guideline. It's 57 pages,
Mhm.
fully exhaustive. When you hire us, you get it out of the gate and you can form fit it, but you don't have to spend the 10,000 hours my teams did to build it and make it really um, uh, uh, complete. Another component there in terms of people is core values, sort of core
Mhm.
value playbook. What do you, as a business, what do you believe? And how do those belief systems determine how you make decisions? And then how do those decisions convert into your output for the business? For people, another thing under management is leadership agreements. So
Mhm.
these are just a few under the people bucket. I think we have 18 under the people category. And my idea is I have found, unless you really value these things, which I did because I'm allergic to chaos,
Yes.
most business owners don't invest the money and the resources to build these things. So they just exist without them, which produces the disorder and chaos. So my goal is to take them and say, hey, these are already templatized for you. They're
Mhm.
already built. They work really well. All you have to do is plug them in pre-built. So that's people. Process is you plan for the people and then you build process for those people, instructions, guidelines, so they can execute with high quality. Anytime you give instructions to people, and this is my, Rob, this is my opinion, I really believe it. People want to be instructed.
Yes.
They want guidelines. They want to be in the know. And
100.
so you really bless your people, when you give them instructions. So process is basically instructions on how to do stuff.
Mhm.
So we have an entire framework called MAPS, Maintaining Alliance with Priorities and Strategies. And it is a way that you can use our templates to literally roll out workflows and SOP instantaneously in a way that scales. It's a real easy to follow framework. You can be any lay in any business and you'll build it very quickly. And again, these are just a way to support people and help them do what they do. Inside of that also is a thing called a decision-making matrix.
Okay.
Like I'm sure you and I would agree, although we haven't talked about it, that instructions and guidelines will vary in direct proportion to your role. And so, like Jeff Bezos talks about, if you're in C-suite and you're, director status or the very top, you're probably paid very well to make 2 or 3 really big decisions every year.
Yes.
That role, probably a fail for a founder or CEO to say, here's instructions on how to think. Right? That's probably a fail.
Yes.
However, on the flip side, when you get down to the bottom of the org chart in the Genba, where you have, technicians, it would be a fail to give them a crazy amount of freedom and autonomy to be doing, executable activities that are redundant at that level and need to be the same recipe driven every single day for all of the output. That's a scenario where you don't want autonomy.
That's
So
right.
this is another little framework we provide so that business owners can see the correlation between load balancing, how you deploy decision making, and where you should probably give freedom and where you should not to control the
right.
business.
Yes.
One of the biggest lies that were ever told to me